Next up on the agenda, we have Erica Mena. For those of you who don't know who Erica Mena is, she used to be on Love and Hip Hop, and she was unceremoniously fired for using what many feel, and what I feel as well, was a racial slur against one of her castmates. Now, since that time, they say she done moved past it. She went on a NeNe Leakes show and discussed it, and now people are bringing it all up again. Now, I have to refresh your memory on exactly what it is that caused people to have a fit about it. Hold on, let's look at the original insult, and then we're gonna go to the NeNe Leakes show, and we're gonna break down this whole situation. Okay. She called a black woman a blue monkey. Okay, and this is her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That is reggae artist Spice, and here they are arguing about something or other over dinner, as most people on reality shows do. And so here is what was said.
Acting like you're the first woman to be divorced and you're the first woman that's left with 2 children to fend for. I've been doing it for 14 years. Welcome to the club.
Girl, I've been doing it for
nowhere.
16.
Okay?
16.
Okay, with your son that don't like you.
Okay, so she said something about your son that don't like you. Okay.
You started the conversation and said, no.
Then she flipped the table, as people often do.
You don't know about my. I don't believe y'all just.
Oh, what was the monkey thing at? I didn't see the monkey thing. You said Spice started. I don't think that was a reason to call nobody no monkey though. Hold on, I'm still looking. I thought she was gonna say the monkey thing in there.
You piece of trash.
You monkey in the car.
Now her doing the monkey noises like what's that other colorist name? Evelyn Lozada. Okay, so there was that. Let me see. You don't know. Oh, she said it more than once. So we all know what happened after that. I guess we do. The cast reacted. Let's see what the cast has said.
Feeling in this moment.
Oh, Lord.
You know, seeing it live, seeing the scene, hearing the sounds, it was like you felt it.
She actually made gorilla noises. Okay, now I understand. Hold on, we ain't through yet.
Watching that, it was really upsetting to me. To me, it turned from like a one-on-one to like a one on the culture. My first go-to in
So everybody felt the same way.
anger or in outrage is not a racial slur.
Okay, Spice.
That is not a racial slur if it's in anger or outrage. Who said that?
World has seen the episode. What would you like to say about it?
I don't want to get emotional. Why did I have to do this?
So this is Spice. This is who she was calling the blue monkey.
I don't know. Whew. It's a lot. I don't want to. It's not just about me. Erica came for an entire race. This racial.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all keep talking about the kids. She said something about the kids. But saying something about the kid, then calling somebody a gorilla, shouldn't you be offended as well? Like, this ain't just about Spice. This is about any black person that was standing around. She called that woman a gorilla.
Slur is over 100 years older than me. It's deeply rooted into Black history of how they used to dehumanize us, how they used to sell us and consider
I don't want to play this whole thing, but y'all know. Hold on.
us animals. It's okay to say, oh, Spice was.
You not offended. You not offended at all. She was talking to Spice because you're not black at all. How about that, Winter Baby? You're not black if you're not offended. You probably a white person behind this. I don't even see your black picture. So don't be telling me you're not offended if you're not even in our culture.
Was wrong for saying whatever I said, but it's a whole different thing when someone's response is to be a racist or someone's response is to come for black women and dehumanize them.
You know, I seen the comment, Spice went low and Erica went to hell. I think that was the best way.
Okay, I give up. Okay, so we're gonna listen to what Erica said recently. This was 2 years ago. She was fired. She issued what she said was a public apology. Okay, they're gonna NeNe and Erica. Okay, right now. Okay. Now let me see what the teaser said.
Viral for years when I did the scene with Rich Dollars and he gave away my song and I'm like, you can't trust nobody. I definitely said the word in that. And it was never an issue then. It wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. People have selective outrage because this is the woman you guys are going like so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman.
What's wrong with her? What is wrong with her? OMG. And y'all think this is okay? Y'all literally gonna defend what she just did. Okay. She said it wasn't about her skin color. It was about the way she looked. This is the same thing that I was arguing about years ago when all of the gays who review reality shows was reviewing what was that, Basketball Wives, and they was calling that young lady a monkey. What was her name? Something. What was her name, y'all? The girl that was on Basketball Wives, and they were saying was ugly, and they kept calling her. It said she looked like a gorilla, and Armand had a gorilla doll behind him, and Junkie Dineva said, you know, you just OG. Thank you so much, OG. It's the same thing. They do this to black women all the time. So it's not about her skin color. It's about her big nose. Okay, like they was calling me a gorilla. It's about my black features. Oh, y'all don't know what colorism is? Y'all don't know that featureism is a part of colorism? Like Afrocentric features being discriminated against is a form of colorism, despite whether they light skin, dark skin, or whatever. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that discriminating against somebody's hair textures that are known for black people to have like thicker, coarser, like Kenya Moore said, hair. That's a form of discrimination as well. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't realize that all of that resides under colorism, despite what color your skin actually is. It's about a form of prejudice and racism. So people who do that, not somebody. Look, I'm gonna block you, Winner, because yeah, you one of those. Yeah, you a blackfisher. Let me go and block you. Let me go and block you, honey. I'm gonna do it, yeah. Not you said I'm offended because I look like a monkey. Yeah, okay, I'm offended because I look like a monkey. Okay, and you gone because you acting like a monkey. How about that? Okay, anyway, Spice's feature, she don't look nothing like no monkey. Like it's the same thing they did to Michelle Obama. They was calling Michelle Obama a ape. They was doing that to Barack Obama. He light skinned. I remember back. Look, don't let me go into my archives. Hold on. And it's the same thing. It's racist. Here it is right here. It came up. Pick of the day, racist Obama t-shirt sold in a Georgia bar. Like, I don't understand how y'all don't understand this. Okay. I don't understand how y'all don't understand that this is racist and that it's prejudice and that it is aimed to dehumanize and diminish black people and black people's accomplishments. I don't understand how y'all don't know that. So it's like you can't call me stupid. You can't say I don't have no money. You can't say I'm not, I'm not that bitch. You can't say any of that. So instead of saying, insulting me in other ways, you're gonna call me a monkey, a ape, the N-word. Okay, you do all of those things. Y'all don't understand any of that. I don't know. I thought my audience was a lot smarter than that. Okay, but okay, so Erica Mena said that on the NeNe Leakes show, and word on the curb is that she's so upset she wanted erased off the internet. She wants it gone. She's on the warpath. Her team is upset. Everybody's mad. They feel like that she's been set up for controversy. But I'm like, but what she's been saying is everywhere. hold on. I had even, I had to do my little research because I'm not a love and hip hop fan, but I do recall when all of that happened. And so she went on Carlos King and talked about it. She went on Cam Newton and talked about. Hold on, let me go see what she had said on Carlos King. My thing is, if you saying the same thing everywhere, and here we are 2 years later, and you still saying the same thing, it's not us, girl. It's you. It's not us. It's not us. We're not sensitive and easily offended. It's you.
But I will constantly be doing my best to remind them how sorry I am and the things I do from here on out. And genuinely, just overall, I'm sorry.
Okay, so she was apologizing on here, but then she was saying she was doubling down. Hold on, let's listen.
Would you like to apologize to Spice for calling her a monkey?
I would have if she was genuinely broken from that comment. But let's go back to the day it happened. She went on live and ranted for 3 hours on live.
I don't know when this interview was, and clearly it was around the time it happened. Compare this to what she said today. It's the exact same thing. You're not apologizing. You went on NeNe's show, and instead of saying, I've grown since then, I hate that I said it, let's move on, you doubled down and you said, oh, this is coming from the same lady who dressed up as a white woman. Like, what? Like, you don't realize that when she did that little skit, even though I thought it was dumb, she was, bringing light to colorism in her country. Like, it's a lot of people in Jamaica who bleach their skin. They feel like that lighter skin is a form of social currency, and it puts you above other people. It's unfortunate that white supremacy has led a lot of black people to feel that way, but that happens in a lot of countries. It happens in Nigeria. It happens in a lot of places where you see people with darker skin try to lighten their skin so they can feel better about themselves or rise in the culture. It's crazy. But hold on, let's listen.
Saying I had all types of STDs. Even mentioned Safari a few times. She didn't know I said that. She didn't know I said that until producers told her I said that. What she was more upset about, which made her go on live, her falling flat on her face. Because she...
So she's still, to me, even watching this, she's still upset at Spice. She's still not sorry about the monkey comment, and that's the title of this video. Erica Mena not sorry to Spice about the monkey comment.
Just had surgery. That was the whole thing on why Rashida and Kurt was...
I mean, could you not have called her a bitch? Could you not have dragged her in other ways, like calling her a monkey and focusing on her facial features, skin tone, skin color? Like, that is the textbook definition of racism and colorism. How can you not know that as a mother? And you claim you are raising black children, but I always say this: just because you didn't have black dick don't mean you black. I just said this the other day when I was talking about something else. I don't even remember what I was talking about, but you're not black, and I feel sorry for your biracial kids because you have a problematic mindset.
Because even Kurt and Rashida went on live. No one mentioned monkey because no one knew about monkey until producers brought it to their attention. The same, literally, we fought. I went about my business the same day, the monkey comment day. She went on live. You could pull it up. It's all over the blogs. I had lawyers contacting me, asking me if I wanted to sue her for defamation, that they were ready to just do it. I didn't have to put money up because they were like, you have a case. You could sue rocks off of her. She said,
oh God, no, she's not talking about a lawsuit.
On live for hours at the airport saying I had all types of STDs.
Okay, let me move on from the Carlos King. So it was another one. Hold on, I'm going to 3-4 different interviews because I just want to see her say something different. She was on Cam Newton. Hold on, she was on Cam Newton. So now she mad at NeNe for what she said out of her mouth on NeNe's channel allegedly. And
I cannot.
Let me see.
I cannot have this interview without me.
Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? For fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. We are researching. Okay, hold on.
Mentioning the blue monkey coming. I have to.
Why?
Because I owe a service to not just me, but also to my following. And I want to be respectful to them, knowing that I at least have to ask.
And you know, why is everybody tiptoeing around her? Like, here's this, and she's not white, but she's closer to white than I am. But there's this white fragility that everybody always talks about, like how like they coddle white women or white adjacent women, and black women they do not. And so here is Cam Newton up here talking to what amounts to be a racist and basically saying, I gotta ask you this. I mean, you know, I owe it to my people. Aren't you black? Don't you owe it to yourself? Like, what are you saying, Kim?
And there was real energy there in regards where you lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about more your image.
Yeah, for sure.
Because knowing, ever since I met this woman, face to face, as well as respectfully online, right? It was always love. It was always, you know.
Here's another black man making excuses.
I'm saying professional in a sense. So I want to give you the platform to be able to speak on what you learned from that situation and moving forward for anybody in that situation to move forward.
She looked like a monkey right there. I'm wrong. I know it.
You know what I learned for the first time in like all the years of reality TV is that my actions have a lot more of an impact than I ever thought it had. And I'm disappointed in the fact that I let down women of color who...
Women of color. What about black women? You didn't call a woman of color that. You called a black woman that. Here's how we know she's not black. Okay, we talking about black women. Women of color is what you are, a woman of color.
Felt that I was speaking on that in that manner.
Yeah.
I've been on Love and Hip Hop for like 15 years, give or take, and I even took some years off in between, and I'm used to being hated one week, loved the next week. You know, like you
That's just how it goes.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. So that initial meeting was per my request because she was being informed of of like information about me that wasn't true. So it was just very...
She sounded like she's been drinking a little bit on this interview too. She is slurring her words a bit.
Important to me at that time because I respected her so much that she heard out my story first, and then I wanted her to like make her decision on what she felt, because that's how it is. Like, you just hear me out and then go choose whatever you choose. I do wish that more of her actions was shown just so the audience had a better understanding of what...
Here we go. This is deflecting. Like, she did the same thing on NeNe's show when she said, "Oh, this is coming from the same person who you know dressed up as a white woman." Like, why are you so focused on what she did as opposed to what you did? This is what is called not taking accountability for your the wrong that you did.
Like, what provoked me to actually say that initial comment. But at the same time, I'm going to take my,
I'm glad you said that.
I'm taking my accountability.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Regardless of what she was doing, I really wholeheartedly feel like it was just all wrong in the choice of words. And even though me and her are not on the same spectrum now, you know, prior to that, I really had a lot of respect for her. And that's why it was so important for me to...
They're not on the same spectrum. What does that mean?
Sit down to clarify my end of it. I just wasn't expecting her as a single mom to go for the jugular of using my kid to kind of like attack me.
I'm not taking your side and I'm not taking her side, but we have to understand that we all get triggered.
She said she is Puerto Rican and Dominican. That's what she said. She's never said she's black. She said she is Puerto Rican and Dominican.
And it's not the same. I can say, oh man, girl, you ugly. That was who? And then you say that to somebody else, and it may be.
You said it don't matter what she said. She didn't call her a racist name. Here we go. Oh God. Oh, you mean Spice didn't call her a racist name. I was about to get on you about that. Now, if you don't think Monkey is racist and problematic, then you need to, like, even if you are white, you need to reconsider or read a book or something, because it is, and historically, in historical context, how it was used to demean people. That's why I always call out. Like, I don't even mind when, you know, they be calling me Gary Coleman because of my nose and my this and my that, you know, trying to masculinize me, as they often do, black women all the time. They be calling me monkeys and gorillas. T.S. Madison does that all the time. T.S. Madison got a nickname for me, called me McGilla Gorilla, and everybody thinks that's funny. So my thing is, we do it to each other, and it's so problematic that, because we do it to each other, Caucasians feel it's okay for them to do it to us. So, don't be surprised if somebody called you a gorilla if you calling somebody else one. Big dummy. Armand Wiggins, all of them, just stupid.
Who the fuck, you know what I mean? We all grieve different. We all act different. We all are triggered in a different type of realm. And yes, was the edit
horrible?
In a way,
so horrible, because all you see me is yelling in a window.
Yeah.
You don't see what's in the window.
Yeah. But that
okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. She's not taking accountability, just like she didn't take accountability on NeNe Leakes show. Y'all need to let me know what y'all think about Erica Mena. And this insult, like, she has a problem with it. She thought she had gone past it. Now, another issue that I had, and I watched some of the NeNe Leakes show because, I like to support, but I wasn't feeling the subject matter, the person. But she also said something about she working with Chris Stokes, and y'all know how I feel about that alleged pedophile. Okay. So it's like, why on earth would anybody work with, anyway, she over there with colorist Claudia. They all working with Chris Stokes over there on Tubi. And that's crazy to me, because it's like, oh, just because he paying y'all, all of a sudden y'all forget what he did to them little boys, allegedly. Y'all forget what Rasby said he did, allegedly. Y'all forget the whole Marcus Houston, all that stuff that happened back then. Y'all forget all that because he cutting y'all a check. Child, the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil, child. And colorist Claudia, the main one over there, be talking about she power to my people, and my brothers and my sisters. And and then you over there working with a pedophile. Allegedly. Okay. But I shouldn't even say allegedly. Quentin Tarver, God rest his soul, actually told me that Chris Stokes did a lot to him. But hell, Rasby told me. Hold on. Y'all remember this? See, I be holding my tongue. Look.
From the A.com.
Okay, ready. I talked to Rasby that day. Hold on. When we was at One Music Midtown.
From the A.com.
Okay, ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Rasby, and we You know what's so crazy? I want to bring you in on the drop, so listen. Alright, what up? It's Rasby from Beats of K. Straight from the A.com. Shout out to my.
So it ain't no secret. Listen, I've been sued by Chris Stokes. He accused me of lying on him, but he didn't sue Rasby for telling his stories. He didn't sue Ray J for telling his stories. He didn't sue all them other people who were mentioned in his stories for telling his stories, but he sued me for posting about it. Okay. But anyway, I'm digressing, child. I am digressing. You said, how is colorist Claudia even over there? Claudia never considered herself black until she made money in black spaces. But anyway, the Erica Mena stuff, it bothered me a little bit, but It's crazy how some people, even over here on Twitter now, they dragging NeNe. They was like, well, we wanted NeNe to say more. Hold on, I'm gonna show you this. So this person said, if Monkey, it wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was more of an appearance thing. That's what, Erica Mena said, and we got that. And the person said almost 2 years later, and Erica Mena still hasn't learned anything from the situation with Spice. Black people being called monkey is not just because of the color of our skin, but also our Afrocentric features, i.e., appearance. As a Hispanic woman, you are being racist. So there is the actual clip again. I'll let y'all hear it just for DP. Hold on.
And it was never an issue then. But it became an issue when, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it was, you got another woman who's obviously a lot darker than me. She came at me in regards to my son, and a word that, yes, has been used to racially kind of, defame, or what do you say? To belittle a race at one point in time. It wasn't said because I was racist. I said it because it was a more of an appearance thing. It wasn't skin related at all. And I say all that to say that people have selective outrage, because this is the woman you guys are going like so hard for, but she literally went viral, or should I say had a whole media campaign about becoming a white woman. And how proud she was to bleach her skin, or I don't even know what her MO was at that time. But it just goes to show you, like, people just at the end of the day have selective outrage, because I feel like it was because of me. I'm used to being kind of hated one week, and then you know how it is with us when we're on air. Sometimes they're riding for us, sometimes they're against us.
That's
So
right.
and I've been like,
And when she brought up the Spice video where where Spice went viral for putting on whiteface, she brought that up as a dig, but it it literally, like she said, she didn't understand why she did it. She didn't understand why she did it because she's not a dark skinned.
So how did you feel when Erica called you a blue monkey?
It just reminded me what I'm fighting for, because you got to understand, this is not the first time like I've been put in a situation where people feel like they're better than me because I have a darker skin tone. And so it just kind of highlighted what I've always been talking about. And people act like, oh, we don't want to hear this again and da 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 da. But the situation is real. Colorism is real. And a lot of people feel like they're better than dark skinned girls.
So do you feel like Erica Mena thought she was better than you?
I know that she thought that she was better than me. I don't feel like it. I know that. There was situations where I've heard things that she said about me in terms of, I'm filming on Love and Hip Hop. They will travel with me to go out of the country. She's always like, oh, why they following her out of the country? Or what everybody saw on TV, what was happening behind my back. She just got caught.
Ooh.
So how did you feel?
There you go. She just got caught on camera. And now we know how she really feels, because she got caught on camera again over here on the NeNe Leakes show. Now, hold on. I want to look at some of these comments as well. And I'll put the link in, and y'all can call in and y'all can let me know what y'all think about this situation and any other situation that we talked about tonight. There's the link, child. I know some of y'all like, it's not racist. It's not racist. Well, call in and explain to me how it's not. Okay, so here it is. These are these are the comments I was telling you where they started going in on NeNe because they felt like NeNe didn't hold her feet to the fire. They said also Spice didn't bleach her skin. She wore body makeup to shed light on Black hypocrisy. The time you spend worrying about whose hole Safari's DICK is in, you could educate your ignorance. And then they said also NeNe lacks the requisite skills to interview Erica Mena on topics such as racism and colorism. She did more than trying to let Erica see the bigger picture. I don't think NeNe was even that interested. She just wanted to go viral. NeNe, as we know and love, does not have the range to handle topics like this. You know who has? Tamara Hall. I guarantee you. I don't know. Tamara Hall didn't press T.S. Manhands on his misogyny. So Tamara Hall is just as bad. Tamara Hall used to date Donald Trump. Don't even get me started on Tamara Hall. So y'all be anyway. I guarantee you, Erica would have left that interview more educated with a clear understanding of how dehumanizing it is as a Hispanic woman to call a black woman a monkey while making monkey sounds. I don't know if Tamara Hall would be the right person to do it either, friend. But I don't think that NeNe's platform is for that. NeNe don't press anybody. And that's why I feel like with Erica Mena saying what she said, like she literally could have said, I don't want to address that. I've moved past that. I apologize and I'm done. And NeNe would have been like, okay, so who are you wearing today? Or whatever, and would have started talking about something else. So like she can't blame anybody for what came out of her mouth. Okay. NeNe asked the question, she answered it. NeNe is a person that could tell you herself. Like when you're in an interview, like people gonna ask you anything. You don't have to answer those questions. And she chose to answer it like a big dummy, and now it's going viral. So be mad at yourself for exposing who you really are and how you really feel, as opposed to being mad at the interview, which really was a fluff ass interview. Like literally, NeNe don't even ask nobody nothing. Like it's a safe space for people to come. You saw Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy went over there with diarrhea of the mouth. NeNe didn't press him on nothing. He just said what he said, and it went viral and moving on. And I don't even think NeNe does it to go viral. I think NeNe just does it because she really just wants to hone her skills on interviewing. But who is me to judge? Let's finish reading this. Somebody said I'm gonna need NeNe to do less and do more educating when it comes to topics like this. I also feel like NeNe doesn't have the range to talk about certain things, and she allows to be brought up on the show. And then somebody said because she's not equipped and, like you said, doesn't have the range. I don't even know that she doesn't have the range because she talks about a lot of things. I just think that she don't want to get into that controversy and, press people like that. And like she got to be on there and, get the fight. And she literally just talks and keep it moving. Throw a little light shade, a little fun shade and keep it moving. Somebody talk about Erica Mena will remain unemployed. They said, bye, bitch. Somebody said, I honestly believe she said it because of appearance. Not she said that. Erica Mena has also called a black blog owner a gorilla zoo animal. She knows exactly what she is doing, and it is disappointing that black people have not canceled her. There you have it. So people sitting there, they dragging NeNe and they talk about Erica and whatever else.